schools produce job seekers. Education produces creators. Our systems are still using the colonial system. They train you to feed into what is needed. You are being trained on what to think. But now with education, they train you how to think, not actually just what to think. School will give you what to work on, but education teaches you how to.
Interesting, at the same time funny, but I think interesting and funny are not the word, it's sad. Because, okay, we are being trained to fit, but it seems like there's no more room for fitting.
So at the end of the day, you have many frustrated graduates who are actually just roaming the streets, doing nothing, feeling bad about themselves, questioning themselves if they took the right decision for going to school, if they even studied the right thing. They're confused about their lives. It's like they're in the dark. Because the system that is training them to fit into a particular responsibility doesn't even have the opportunities available
for them to fit in.
You see that with the very system, we've been able to have engineers, doctors, several people, lawyers, administrators who are doing great, who are helping. So we can't say it's a liability because it has, even you and I, we are somehow.
I think the point you're raising is very important.
The problem goes right down to the core because even the teachers, don't you see that imagine in a country like Cameroon, you see those applying to be teachers. There are those who have suffered. They don't even have, they left school, their lives didn't make any meaning, they didn't succeed. So they're like, okay, the only option I have now is to go back to teaching. And they go and apply in a school. Okay, they are taken. They go back to their 10 years note. We are trained, or we are being taught of things happening out of Cameroon, happening in the Europeans, whatever. And you study things that, even you study their wind. You study their temperature, all of that, and you don't even know yours here. As in, this is our environment. We know nothing about it, but we are studying something about people. Really, let me ask you something. You went through university, right?
Yeah, I passed through it.
You passed through it. Those schools or teachers now are just people trying to survive. So however they want to do it, they're just going to do it for their payment. They're not doing it because they know that they are building a future. And the job of being a teacher is a very delicate one. You're building generations. You're building tomorrow, leaders of tomorrow. You're building the future. Our government needs help. Our government needs help. They need people who are going to create value. A thinker is someone who is educated. And a follower is someone who has been schooled. Education builds character. Education teaches you how to create, how to innovate.
We should join the decision
makers. If you run away from the politics because it's a dirty game, they will
vote the loss.
And they will decide on very dirty things. You will suffer. What I would tell parents. Okay. It is very important for our parents to know that times have changed. Seasons have changed.
My brother, wait. Shouter.
Okay.
Shouter, louder.
During that time, if you had a job, you were the odogu. Let me say something. Parents, please, not every successful young man, not every successful young girl is a scammer. Think value, you can achieve a lot. Not every young boy who is succeeding is the scammer, and not every young girl who is succeeding is a prostitute.
That person, avoid him.
Avoid him. Something they were
no man. There's one man in my village that everybody have grown knowing that man is Minyongo man. Now in my growth, I've realized, that man is a big contractor that I've invested. My brother, Mbuli.
Yes, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
It's a great pleasure to have you on Substance Podcast. I'm so delighted because today we're going to be talking about a very, very interesting topic. We're going to go straight to the topic, no long introductions. I'm going to give the first topic of debate because today we're going to be debating about Cameroon's education.
Okay.
If actually it does exist, do we have education in this country? But before going to that topic, I would like to know more about Mbuli's you're an author, you're an entrepreneur, you're a creative youth. There's just a lot to say about you, but I think that you have a lot to say
Okay.
about yourself.
Thank you so much for having me here today. Mbuli Malvins is a young, dynamic youth. I think for now, the founder of The Follow Your Dreams Nation, the author of Creativity is Currency, and I would say a peace advocate under the Commonwealth.
Okay.
Let me just leave this one for now.
I think you're being modest because I think the audience has a lot. Our audience have a lot to know about you. But anyway, as we go in bit by bit, they're going to know.
Absolutely.
So coming back to the education, can we really say that we are being educated in Cameroon?
Wow. Education. I would say, I can't say yes and I can't say no for now. Because I feel like our system, or what we experience in Cameroon, is schooling. We are schooling.
Okay.
We are not really being educated because schools produce job seekers. Education produces creators. So our system is more of a schooling, a school system, because it trains people who at the end of the day are trying to look how they can fit instead of how they can create something. So I feel like we do not really have an educational system.
I'd like you to throw more light on a particular point.
Yeah.
You mentioned that schooling, or let's say our schools, are training people how to fit.
Yep.
Whereas education is supposed to train people how to create. I would like you to throw more light on that.
All right. I think before I do that, it's good I take you through the journey.
Yes.
Right? Schools were created during the colonial period. And our colonial powers created schools to train clerks, to train workers who were going to work in their plantations, who were going to work in the various companies they had built, so that they could run their things well.
Yes.
So they created that system to train people on how to serve. Train people, they were training them to fit into a particular responsibility.
Okay.
So they train you, maybe for example, as a clerk, you come out, you're there with the money. They train you as a manager, you come out, you're going to be managing what they give you. So they trained people in that system of schooling. And they left. We are no longer in the colonial period. But the bad thing is our systems are still, teaching us, or they're still using the colonial system to run today's world and build for tomorrow. So the school system trains people to fit in, to be job seekers. They train you to fit into a particular responsibility, and education does not. Education trains you to think. It trains creatives. It trains innovators. It trains people who bring value, and who solve problems in the society. And that is why you're going to have people who did not go to school, but they are doing well. They are employing people everywhere, having their money and all that, because they might not have gone to school, but they have had education.
They have not gone to school,
Yep.
but they have had education.
Yes.
I don't understand.
Like I said,
Is school not supposed to educate us?
school is not supposed to educate you. That was not the vision of the school. The school was to teach you on what to do, to feed into the responsibility they are about to give you.
During the colonial period.
During the colonial period and during the industrial time, right? So they train you to feed into what is needed. For example, if they need marketers, they train you to be a marketer.
Okay.
So you are being trained on what to think. But now with education, they train you how to think, not actually just what to think. School will give you what to work on, but education teaches you how to
create something.
How to create value.
So it's quite interesting, at the same time funny. But I think interesting and funny are not the word. It's sad. Because, we are being trained to fit.
Yeah.
But it seems like there's no more room for fitting.
Absolutely.
What happened along the line?
Good. That is a very pertinent question and a very bad reality, a very sad one for us. We are trained to fit in, to occupy spaces that are no longer there. Because right now we do not have systems that can absorb the total number of people graduating from schools every year.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you have many frustrated graduates who are actually just roaming the streets, doing nothing, feeling bad about themselves, questioning themselves if they took the right decision for going to school, if they even studied the right thing. They are confused about their lives. It's like they're in the dark.
Yeah.
Because the system that is training them to feed into a particular responsibility doesn't even have the opportunities available.
Available for them to feed in.
So it's like we are still holding to what helped us yesterday. And we forget to see that we've moved on to a different era.
I remember back then in secondary school, we were taught African history,
Yeah.
Cameroon history, world history.
Yes.
I have a history teacher that I can never forget. That man dead with us in terms of beating.
Okay.
Just for us to know the history, know the different years, know the different happenings. I remember there was this story that the German flag was hoisted in this particular place. I forgot the place, but by a German called Rogozinski and Janikowski.
Oh, Jesus.
The question is, how has that actually helped us? How was that important? It now brings me to the topic. Our educational system in Cameroon, has it been an asset or has it been a liability? Have we had to manage it, or has it been given us? Right? I need to break it down for those that know the difference. For those that don't know the difference between an asset and a liability, has it been pulling us down, or has it been carrying us?
Okay. I would say the educational system, it is not a liability as well as it is not an asset.
An asset.
So it's a 50-50 because we can proudly see
50-50, is it not 30-70?
maybe let me just say something.
Oh, okay.
We have,
In fact, we understand that silence, right? I mean, we have to stay safe at the end of the day.
very important. Your freedom must be guaranteed. So you see that with the very system, we've been able to have engineers, doctors, several people, lawyers, administrators who are doing great, who are helping. So we can't say it's a liability because it has built the people we have today. Even you and I, we are somehow a result of the school, the system, right? And so you cannot say the educational system is a liability. And to an extent, it is a liability. Because in as much as it has given us all that, it is, we are asking ourselves this question: is it actually building for the future?
Interesting question.
Is it building for the future?
Is it?
Yeah, it's not. That's the harsh truth now. It is not building for the future. It helped years back, decades back. But right now, with the change in our economy, our educational system, it's not.
You did science or arts? I want to check something.
I did art.
You did art. Okay, I'll look for a subject that we both did. I'm sure at least in secondary school, from 3, from 2, we did biology together.
Yeah.
Okay. You know all the 5 kingdoms?
Not all. I can still remember some.
Back then you knew.
I knew very well.
Sing it.
Very well.
Oh, okay. You knew all the periodic table.
Yeah.
But it seems like the problem has been far down. If we even take it back to even secondary school, to primary school, to nursery school. Do you have an idea of where the problem? Because I can't figure that out. Where exactly the problem starts? Did it start from our mothers back then as they were nurturing us, or where did that education problem start? At what level?
Okay, I think the problem with the system started far back, as the colonial system. We have to understand that the colonial powers did what they did for their reasons. You don't do it. With the way we know them, they don't just do things to, like that.
Yeah.
You are doing something with a purpose. Yeah. So they had their purpose. And they achieved their purpose. They left. Successfully. They left. But now when they were leaving, did they actually hand us the the necessary tools that, okay, good, this one worked because this, and maybe it's not going to work again, so people should do this. They didn't do that, but they gave us the powers, right? It was now left to us to think and see, okay, how do we how do we survive on our own? But it's quite funny because our system is still, like we say, like I said, is still holding back to something that helped many years back, which now it becomes very difficult for parents, for students, for pupils to, to do something different when what is being provided is all you think you have. You tend to look at it like that's everything, right?
Yeah.
So our problem right now is, I would say, the policymakers still not seeing that there is a need for an upgrade.
Is it an upgrade or a complete reset?
There's a need for an upgrade, not a complete reset, because so many things are still working good too.
You mentioned something that I'm not going to go deep into it, but I just want to leave the question there, right? We don't need to answer. You said the left, they gave us the power, and they did not give us the necessary resources. I want to leave a question. It's just a question, right? We're not going to answer.
Okay.
Did they really leave us the power, but then don't answer the question? This next thing is, did they really want to give us the resources? Did they fail to give it, or the plan was different, or the plan was to go there and still remote control?
Okay.
I'm not going to go into details. My safety
Story
is
for another day.
It's a story for another day.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about something, right? In Cameroon, what's the best way to go about it according to you?
All right. There is this book I recently released, Creativity is Currency.
Yes.
Now, this book was inspired by the life we live after school, right?
Right.
After school, the frustration we meet, the misery, I'll call it that way, because you get to that point where you don't even know your left, you don't even know your right, don't know where you are.
Yeah.
It's like you're in a dark room. You cannot do anything. So you start questioning yourself, what do I do? At the end of the day, everybody gets into survival mode. And that is because, like I said, we have been trained to, we have been trained on what to think. We've been trained to fit into somewhere.
Yeah.
But now, those spaces are no longer available. So our system, or what is going to help us now, is if our policymakers or if our systems are going to embrace teaching us what is going to help us know how to think, how to create value, how to solve our own local problems, and how to become, impactful to the society. We do not have to be focusing our energy on learning something that is no longer relevant to our lives. Like many people always reference, teaching you how the fishing in the coast of Norway.
Yeah.
How does that help us today? You get to school, they're still focusing on memorization.
Yeah.
People are memorizing things. You get to see students memorizing stuff. You go to graduation, you see pupils, you see children, in, as low as, I would say, nursery school. They are memorizing stuff. And at the end of the day, everybody's cheering.
Geography.
Right?
They say, how they call that again? What's that in China? Is the coast of Brazil? The
All of that.
I don't even know. Is it Zimbabwe? No, Zimbabwe is in Africa.
Zimbabwe is in Africa.
I can't even just remember. You see how far the problem is? I can't even remember. Which therefore means that I just crammed it.
You crammed.
To pass. What was the point of it? It therefore means that this problem is very, very deep.
We have a very big problem.
So deep, because it's like, I think it's a liability.
Okay.
I personally think it's a liability.
Okay.
I don't see an asset in
the system.
Or even if there is an asset, I'm not going to give the asset 50%. That's too much.
Yeah.
Right? I can give that asset 10%. I can try. Based on what I'm seeing out there, based on what, as an entrepreneur, right, based on what you see in terms of skills, in terms of human resource, I think every entrepreneur would join me in what I'm saying. Because to see one skill, you need to surely see 20 people that just know things. And I think it's very deeper than that. For example, I remember a lot of things I was taught. Yes, it might be important. Some people might say that they are applicable somehow. Okay, all the chemistry I learned is surely applicable to somebody, but there are some that seem to not even be applicable. Absolutely not.
Irrelevant.
I don't see how, for example, learning how farming, the whole farming system in Argentina has actually is something that is ever going to help me one day. I don't see that in any Cameroonian's future, no
It's
matter
never
how,
going to
I don't
help.
see it.
Never.
I've tried to analyze. We could say, okay, maybe the chemistry that we learned, the periodic table, maybe for those that go and do laboratory sciences, maybe, I don't know, I've never
Maybe it
been
helps.
there. Maybe a lab technician, a doctor, and all those people, maybe they can tell us, right? But I don't see how that is going to help agriculture in Africa. Were they not to teach us how to produce local fertilizer, how to produce fertilizers for our farm, our pepper, our tomatoes? What was the point of teaching us how Hiroko, is it Hiroko, or I don't know, is it Prus? Yeah, in geography, it was Prus.
Yeah.
Right, how to grow Prus in ice.
Okay, now look. Okay, we have I think in nursery schools they teach this they memorize these things they memorize.
Say my rap, my drama.
As in apple,
Yes.
this as in banana or whatever. Why don't we even take these things practical? For example, the as in maybe beans that is cultivated in these lowlands of this place, and now these children are, you start instilling in their minds something very relevant.
Yeah.
Okay, for example, maybe pea or as in potatoes or whatever that is cultivated in the soil. So they start thinking and they know already where these things are being cultivated, how it can be cultivated,
My brother,
maintained, preserved, and then sold.
at this my age, right, I don't know the origin of apple.
Interesting.
I don't know where. Do you know where do we cultivate apple?
In Cameroon,
Do we cultivate? I don't know. I've never known.
to a lesser extent, we don't really have to say maybe a plantation that could, for that in
Then
Cameroon.
how do we want children to relate?
Good.
I think the point you're raising is very important.
The problem goes right down to the core because even the teachers, don't you see that imagine in a country like Cameroon, you see those applying to be teachers. There are those who have suffered. They don't even have they left school. Their lives didn't make any meaning. They didn't succeed.
say, okay.
So they're like, okay, the only option I have now is to go back to teaching.
Yeah.
And they go and apply in a school. Okay, they are taken. They go back to their 10 years notes. Notes that were not able to help you become a better person. Is the very note that you want to teach maybe a class 1 child, a form 1 child. So something that could not help you is the same thing you want to pass. I've seen this thing happen in my time when I was in Form 3. Our teacher was using her notes to teach us economics.
10, 20 years ago.
She had years before us.
That's true.
And she's using, you get it?
Writing GC, I used to borrow notes and beg summaries of my sister. They were even almost roasted, eaten by cockroach, but I was.
And you use it to pass, right? Yeah. So you see something that could not help you. You want to pass it to the next generation. Is it not what we say, garbage in, garbage out?
That's a liability.
It's garbage in, garbage out. That's what the system, sometimes you want to look at it that way because those even, I'm not discrediting it totally because we have people who have been trained to teach and they're doing well.
Yeah.
They're going even beyond what is there like that.
Very few.
Very, very few. So our system is really, I think we are in a deep sham. We really are messing up. We are not training for the future.
What do you think about the university? At least we feel like once we have studied the general education, we have managed the primary school, learning everything, all kind of dramas, all kind of literature, novels, Ewa, other plays, Napoleon. I did not do art, but I read all of those. I was
Son of the native soil.
Read everything, right? After I've learned the periodic tables, known all the kingdoms and everything, all the farming in geography, in everywhere except Africa. Africa was the summary part. Which means you don't need to really know farming in Africa, right?
You're even going deeper. What about Cameroon? We really studied things at a wider scope.
The African history was to study farming in Congo Basin. I don't know.
Let's even go to geography.
Yeah.
We have Cameroon geography now. I think it's a very new course or new subject. It's not been so long.
Yeah.
But now, is the syllabus really that much? You see, we don't even get to know a lot about our country, and that is not so nice. We are trained, or we are being taught of things happening out of Cameroon, happening in the Europeans, whatever, and you study things that even you study their win. You study their temper, all of that, and you don't even know yours here. As in, this is our environment. We know nothing about it, but we are studying something about people who know nothing about us.
Our younger ones know more about summer, winter,
Autumn, spring, and all that.
spring, than rainy and dry season.
They know nothing about this.
They understand the whole chemistry of how that is formed. It's actually sad. At some point, I think we should ask ourselves the question that where is that course in geography where they teach us how Jiangsan is being produced? Where they teach us how they call this mango, bush mango, is being cultivated.
Yeah.
Where they teach us how arrow,
Can
does it come from?
On how we can even cultivate it.
Let's even come closer. Where is corn? How is corn, granite, being cultivated? If we have to study geography, what kind of soil is necessary for that? But what was the point of telling us how geothermal, whatever soil is happening in whatever country? It's actually very, very sad. I was trying to bring us a little bit closer to university, where we have gone through that. I've gone through that primary school, right? They told us that we were young to specialize, right? Maybe we're too young to understand, so they want us to get the overview, right? Let me try to put myself in their bubble, right? Okay. I call it a bubble. I would really call it that way. And we got to secondary school where they were like, okay, now you're sub-specialized again. So, okay, interesting. We go to upper seat where, okay, now you can choose 5 subjects.
Yeah.
Okay, it's getting nice. Now we can choose one university course. And we assume that is where you have to follow your career now. But how about that one? Is it better?
Really, let me ask you something. You went through university, right?
Yeah, I passed through it.
You passed through it. Okay, so did you specialize?
Well, according to the good.
Okay, according to the university.
According to the papers I did.
I think that's the harsh truth that we are facing. It becomes, immediately you leave school, you feel like, did I really gain something? You're asking yourself questions that you cannot answer. Because the specialization did not really give you a mastery. Because I think that's one thing, education gives you mastery. Because when you choose, for example, I want to study entrepreneurship, and you focus yourself on being educated on entrepreneurship, you gain mastery. And with the mastery, you do great. You produce value, you do a lot. But now, when they say we are specializing in the university, at the end of the day, I'm sorry.
Is it that heavy?
It's heavy.
I think it's worth mentioning, no matter how bad it is. On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is our university study system?
2.
Yes. I was thinking you'd be nice.
I'm saying so because I've experienced this. This is a life we've lived.
Yeah.
It's something we've handled.
Talking from experience.
Right? I can say anywhere that I'm not proud of my certificate.
A minute of silence for...
I'm not proud of my certificates because when I left, I could not defend it. Right?
Yeah.
But I was never that student who would leave class, dodge and all that.
Yeah.
But I realized that all I had was head knowledge. It could not help. I knew nothing about reality. So when I left school, faced with the reality, I could not even cope.
Yeah.
All that I knew, because one thing, now you're in the field. There are things you can say that a teacher who just, who is just talking about knowledge all his life, teaching, cannot say it.
Wow.
So somebody who is teaching you based on experience or based on education, who has been educated, right, is going to teach you the reality of things. But when we have people who are just schooled, They've not even experienced it. You see somebody teaching you business who has never done a business. Somebody teaching you entrepreneurship, he doesn't even look like one. But he's teaching you that. Tell me at the end of the day, when you leave that place, he himself is not, because when you are in the field, you are upgrading because you know that it's changing.
Yeah.
You're an entrepreneur, you understand what I'm talking about. The field is changing every day. And so you are evolving. You are innovating. So that changes the thing. Like something you could handle yesterday or how you could speak yesterday is not the same way you will speak today because things are evolving. But think about someone who is not doing it, but is teaching, who doesn't even know how the things are changing or they are evolving.
Yeah.
He's going to keep repeating nonsense, putting in the garbage into people. And at the end of the day, you leave. That's why you cannot even match up with people who have been exercising their knowledge when you leave that school, that thinking that you actually had some.
I think the deeper problem. Let me not even say the deeper problem because I don't think I can even get to the depth of this. But the side problem I'm seeing based on what you're saying is that our teachers. I mean, I would like to say these teachers will probably not like it, but I think if you are not really called to be teachers, if you are not called to be a teacher, I think you should not do it. I really think that teaching should be totally changed in this country.
Yeah.
Teaching should not be a job. To be honest, you shouldn't just decide to be a teacher just because you're looking for a job.
Yeah. You should tell us why
Exactly,
you want to be a teacher.
A teacher is I think that's delicate. My brother, I can't be a teacher. I don't have the passion to be a teacher. I think some people that are teaching, if they really don't have that passion, I think I'll be very direct. Maybe they should drop it, or they should have not done it, because I think they are part of.
They're part of our problem.
Our problem, because
Very true.
you don't have the passion of teaching. You just did that teaching. If you're a teacher hearing me today, and you just wanted to teach because you wanted to have a matricle and start making money, well, it's good for you. But if you think you have not impacted people's lives, you have not tried as much as you can, because, I mean, one person cannot change a whole system. But at least at your level, you can't educate some students, not just teach them the curriculum that you have.
Yes.
You can't educate, change some lives. I have teachers today that no matter how many years I'm still going to remember them.
Yeah.
I have teachers, some secondary school. I have a lot of good teachers from my secondary up to my
university.
I think I'm going to mention them. They might see and they'll be happy, right? I had a teacher in from 3, 4, 5. He's called Mr. Cletus, a very spiritual man. That man impacted my life. Advices beyond just the chemistry, the biology he would teach.
He gave you education.
He will teach you. He will make you understand life, understand the reality. He will make you understand how what he's teaching you is probably not going to help you. But at least he's doing it because you need it to pass your exam. But he doesn't fail to teach you that this thing is not good. I'm going to go as far as I want to just make them happy, right? It's important to appreciate those that did well. I'm not going to mention those that did not do well. If you're not mentioned, you were my teacher. I'm not saying so.
Yeah.
You can introspect yourself. I hope that's an English word. I had this teacher in secondary school. I'm sure he's definitely going to see this podcast. His name is Mr. Mungunsi. He's right now, I think he's not in Cameroon. He should be in Canada. I don't know exactly. I had this teacher, Mr. Kase. I'm even going to receive him any of these days. These are people that make the difference, and they're very young, right? They are very young.
They are young.
Very, very young. Good. They are part of the people that understand that our system is rigged, right? There's a problem, but we can't pretend as though one person is going to solve the problem. They still have to do what they need to do at the end of the day, because you have to pass your GCE, right? They'll be held accountable by the school. So I think it's very, very, very important that teaching, this particular skill of teaching should be like medicine. You cannot do it when you're not called to change lives. In Africa right now, teaching should be those teachers are those people that should change this problem, because the problem has to be taken from the surface.
Okay.
It's actually sad.
It's painful to say this, but we'll say it anyway. Most of the teachers are the ones spoiling the economy.
How?
Most of the teachers are spoiling the economy. You see a teacher, especially now, I'm telling you what I've experienced, I've seen with my eyes. A teacher doesn't take time to study. Because to be a teacher, you have to, first of all, be a learner. You have to learn every day. You need to evolve. You need to be upgrading your skills or upgrading your knowledge of the subject matter every day, every month. But we see teachers who will not study. Once they enter the class, they take their phones, they go to ChatGPT, and then they devise notes and give to students. I've had a teacher, tell me openly that what she thought, she didn't even know it. She just thought.
She didn't even know.
She didn't know it.
She did.
And she didn't study it. She just used ChatGPT to get the notes or get whatever she wanted to pass to the students, and then she passed it. Okay, now, if these children did not understand it, is there a way she could explain to the students? No. So, many people are getting into teaching because of frustration, which is very bad. If your life does not make a meaning, it means there is a problem, right? So you need to sort out the problem with your life, which is still related to school. We are sorry. We had to maybe go through the schooling system to the point that we have not been educated about things. And we are feeling frustrated because what we've been schooled to do is not available. So we cannot survive because you imagine that they sent you to go and enter one room. You went and that room is not there. So you become a stray person. You're just, at the end of the day, you're fighting to survive. So schools or teachers now are just people trying to survive. So however they want to do it, they're just going to do it for their payment. They're not doing it because they know that they are building a future. And the job of being a teacher is a very delicate one. You're building generations. You're building tomorrow, leaders of tomorrow. You're building the future. So if you don't take it serious, if you don't see the importance of what you are doing as a teacher, I think you are worse than the people we are saying they are spoiling the system.
Because at the end of the day, it's already spoiled. So we can only do as much as we can do.
Teachers can fix it in class, right? You are very proud of a teacher now because he fixed it. Education actually trains you. It builds character in you, right? So this man helped you build character. He helped you build things that, maybe even taught you how to think out of the box. Yeah. So he actually educated you. And that's why you are proud of him. Shout out to him as well. There are many teachers like that we've met, that I've met also in my life. But now, if they were not committed, and if they were not called to serve, they wouldn't have done this. They would have maybe been doing whatever they were doing just for the pay. But they saw that, no, this is beyond the pay. It is about somebody's life I'm trying to build. Yeah. So many teachers are really spoiling, the future for us.
Some moment ago, you mentioned a few things about your experience, your story, and so on and so forth. I think it's that high time we get to know a little bit more about the person that has been serving us some good knowledge today.
Okay.
Can you tell me your story? Where do you come from?
Okay.
Has it been? And is there anything we should know about you? Want to discover more about you.
Okay.
I want to know who is Mbuli Malvins on a deeper level.
Mbuli Malvins is a Wimbum.
Okay.
Father from Dongamantu.
Okay.
And then mother from So. So I'm a mix of So and Wimbum people. A very proud one at that.
Okay.
So I attended my secondary school here in Yaoundé.
Yes.
Lycée Bilende to Quebec.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I moved to Bambili, University of Bamenda, and I studied accounting. So I have a BSc in accounting, and I left school, though I had never really wanted to maybe, one day dress in very nice suits and hold some papers and some files on me and sit beside someone's door trying to apply for a job. But after school, I realized life was tough. After school, the dreams we had felt like illusions. So I got into fashion So Mbuli Malvins has a fashion house.
Okay.
We do men's wear from suits to casual wears to senator wears, and I'm a designer as well.
Wow. Interesting.
So we are based on menswear and carpet wear, red carpet wears
Okay.
for women as well. So we can design dresses. We design dresses for women, but we don't sew them.
Okay.
And then we sew dresses for men. So aside that as well, I'm the founder of the Fuel Your Dreams Nation, an organization that is anchored on leadership, innovation, and entrepreneurship. We believe that with these three, the African youth can rise and not only have deferred hope, we can rise and become, I think, the best of ourselves. And I'm the author of this book here with me, Creativity is Currency.
Tell us about it.
Creativity is Currency. This is my book. I'm the author of this book, recently launched. And from the title, Creativity is Currency, this should tell you already. Like I said, inspired by the life after school, how frustrating it can be, and what I think is the way out. The only way out is being resourceful. Do not sit and wait for jobs that might never come. Be creative. The future is only for those who can think, who can create. Those who are looking for jobs now don't have a future. I'm sorry to say that. But that's what the book communicates, I think, in a nutshell. So success is no longer just when you have a white-collar job.
Yeah.
Yeah, success
It's beyond that.
is beyond that.
We have somebody asking us from our comment section. So how do we solve this problem? It's true you said a little bit about it. How do we solve this problem? But I think you also mentioned one or two things mentioned in this book.
In the book, yeah.
I think this book can also be part of the solution.
This book is actually a solution to the problem we are facing. I want to talk about this book.
Yeah, you can.
Remember I told you about the next project,
Yes.
the New African Classroom. That book is going to take time. But now this book is a very big solution. Creativity is currency.
Yes.
Is a very, I think this is what every youth needs right now to actually thrive in an economy like ours with increasing job seekers, right? And zero or no jobs. We need to understand that the available jobs cannot even employ everybody. So what do? We need to become creative. We need to become resourceful. So this book really gives action plans on how we can be able to embrace creativity, to become resourceful, and do something for ourselves instead of sitting and waiting and wishing and hoping that something is ever going to change. And the hardest thing, one of the truths we need to understand too is that our government needs help. Our government needs help. They need people who are going to create value. They need people who are going to help them build. They need people who are going to produce. They need that unemployment should be reduced, right? And who are those to actually reduce it? The government is owned by the people. So you are helping the government because you're an entrepreneur. So entrepreneurs help the government. You are employing people, helping the government to feed its people. So this book helps you, gives you the necessary information and the necessary action plans you need to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Because many of us complain we don't have capital maybe to start something, to become creative or to do anything. But I would proudly say I didn't start my own with money.
Okay. So the right question is, I think we can all conclude that we are not raising thinkers.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Let's say to summarize or to generalize, we are raising followers.
Followers.
What's the difference between a thinker, practically, and a follower?
Okay. A thinker is someone who is educated. And a follower is someone who has been schooled.
Do we get it? I don't get it.
Maybe need I say it again? A thinker is someone who has been educated.
You can even break it down in pidgin so that people should get it.
Okay. Pidgin is not my thing, sorry.
Whatever.
Yeah. A follower is someone who has been schooled. Like I said, education teaches you how. Then school teaches you what to think.
Okay.
Right? You understand? They give you what to think on. But education teaches you how to think. Education builds character. Education teaches you how to create, how to innovate, how to be how to be an entrepreneur.
How to not sit and wait.
That's what
And
education
complain
does.
and cry.
And like I said before, that is why we have many people who did not go to school. People we consider as illiterates.
Yeah.
Who are not actually illiterate. They didn't go to school, but they have been educated on maybe entrepreneurship, innovation, and they are creating value. They are adding value to the community, and they are making a lot of money, employing people who have been schooled. Right?
Yeah.
So that is what I see it that way. Our educational system, or let me say our system, is training followers, not thinkers.
What is, in a more practical way, right?
Yeah.
And realistic way, what are those things that are still present in our educational system, in our schools, in our curriculum?
Yeah. Okay.
Back in that normally they were supposed to be eradicated.
Good.
Those
Like
things
you said.
that have followed us. What are they?
Like you said, a school has curriculum. A schooling system has a curriculum. Right? And a schooling system tests people with exams.
Yeah.
So your ability to pass an exam determines whether you're intelligent or not. Your ability to pass an exam determines whether you are considered as someone who is, valuable or not.
Yeah.
And is it not funny that many people who were very intelligent in class did, pass with so much, the good grades, are not actually the ones adding the great value to the community today?
Somehow that's true.
Yeah. So when a system is busy testing people in an examination hall, testing their skills, I don't think that's the best thing to be done.
So are you saying we should eradicate exams?
That kind of exam, bro. The grades and all that, focusing on grades instead of focusing on maybe problem-solving skills, testing people on how to, for example, testing them on how they can create, instead of testing them on how maybe they can remember,
like project
they
based.
can, project based, not just information
Based.
Oh,
I think you have mentioned one. I'm going to mention the other one.
Yeah.
There's something we need to eradicate. The books. We still have outdated books that we are still forcing students to study. So in as much as you're writing an exam to pass, the questions and the content of the book itself is a problem. We are actually teaching students, we are actually pushing the younger generation to cram and memorize books, because at the end of the day, there's really nothing interesting about it. You can't want me to read a whole big new look physics book, understand the whole book, when the point of the book is just, when I can't relate to anything in that book. I think the books should be reviewed.
Yeah.
The literature books should be changed to books like this. You should be able to read this book in school and tell the teacher, make an expose of what you've understood in it, that creativity is currency. Yeah. This is worthy of a literature book or worthy of an economics book. It's worthy of, I don't know.
On its own, this even should be a course, right? Because I'm thinking that, okay, like you spoke about changing the subject, which, changing whatever we have been taught. It's very important. Instead of teaching us things that are not helping.
Yeah.
Because a normal human being, when it's not working, you need to look for another way out. Yeah. If it's not been helping, let's actually think different. What is not working? What can we do? Let's learn maybe financial literacy, critical thinking, entrepreneurship. I mean, detailing.
Yeah.
Right? Let's learn about money. Money is very important. It is true. Maybe it's true that money is not everything. But without it, you basically can do nothing.
I'm not d'accord.
Oh, you're not d'accord.
Money is everything, my brother.
I think money is not everything, but without money, you basically can do nothing.
Money can buy everything. Money can buy everything.
Money can buy everything.
Yeah. What can money not buy?
Interesting. Interesting.
What can mention one thing?
I think money cannot buy nothing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know,
There's one thing money cannot buy. That thing is called nothing.
nothing. Like I said, instead, money is not everything. I didn't reject your point. I said money is not everything, but without it, you actually cannot do anything.
That's true.
Without the money, you actually cannot do anything.
Philosophy. I'm going to agree with you.
So they teach us about if they can get to maybe financial literacy. This could be courses that we are learning in school.
Yeah.
Entrepreneurship, critical thinking, innovation, maybe creativity, AI, all these things. We get to learn these things in school instead of just learning things that that are not helping. Mathematics is good.
Yeah.
Let's learn mathematics. Let's learn languages. But learning some of these courses or these things that we learn in school, at the end of the day, you don't know how it's even helping your life. It's not true.
It's actually very sad when we look at the situation of some countries. We can cry while we are here, right? How bad the system is.
Yep.
But you might feel like to not only cry, but disappear, or even commit suicide when you try to compare with another country. That is not even a European, an African country. Look at Benin Republic. Look at Ethiopia. Look at what they have become. Look at how they do things. Look at Rwanda. Yeah. Rwanda, that I would have never ever prayed to be there. They give me Rwanda passport. So I go.
You're gonna go.
I don't want to go out of Africa. I'm not among the people that believe that they need to go to Europe. But my brother, I'll pick a different African country any day, anytime if I was given the opportunity. I will not pick a European country. I don't want to go out. I want to be here in Africa.
We have so many resources.
Look at
so many
countries.
opportunities.
Let me take an example. Let me take the smallest among those I mentioned. Let's take Benin, right? They recently had an election, a new president and a new government. Yeah. My brother, you need to see the ministers that the man, let's say, appointed. Yeah. Can you imagine there was a minister of research under artificial intelligence, a whole ministry under artificial intelligence development and research. These are people that have gone up to date.
First of all, look at his history. You follow his history. Yeah. You understand that this is someone who is educated. This is someone who understands economics, right? Yeah. He knows, he's been exposed and he knows a lot. That's not someone you can control. That's the kind of person who determines what happens. After all he did, from one school to another, one country to another. After, by the way, he left Benin having nothing. All he had was himself. He pushed himself to this level. Decided after all he had amassed for himself, he came back to Benin to serve. And today, he's been awarded. He's the president. And he's doing what he's doing. Look around. Just look the other African countries you're mentioning that maybe we might not be so proud of. Yeah. How, who are the ones leading their countries?
It's an important question.
Yeah. Because the followers or the people you are leading would always be a replica of who you are. Yeah. How effective you will be as a leader depends on who you are, I would say.
The age range, it depends on who you are.
So, anyway. It is what it is, bro.
Yeah, it's actually very sad. But the question now is what's then the way out? What do we need to do?
Okay. This discussion is getting more and more emotional. Yeah. It's because this is affecting us. To those who have already graduated, you need to sort yourself out. Yeah. It's in it's in your hands now to help yourself. Yeah. You need to become resourceful. Embrace creativity. Stop waiting on jobs. There are no jobs.
Create some.
Yes, create some for yourself. Be resourceful. Don't sit and wait. There are actually many opportunities around that you can leverage and have a better life for yourself. We are saying this because you're already out of school. Even if something is going to be happening now, you're already out.
Yeah.
So you need to help yourself.
Yeah.
Creativity is currency might help you. It will help you. And it will help you. The book.
I received an invite some days ago. I think you should finish. You want to say something.
And then to those in school right now, don't just focus on schooling alone.
Exams.
Yeah. Don't just focus on that alone. While in school, try to build an income generating skill. Try to learn something that is going to help you. Maybe a trade or so is going to help you. While in school also, there are different courses you can take online. Maybe on entrepreneurship, critical thinking, digitalization and AI. All these things, you can learn them online while in school. So that you don't get to tests of what many have tested when you leave school. You become automatically useful, and even helpful to yourself before you even leave. And then we are begging also the policy makers, those who sit to deliberate on what is going to be taught in schools, let them sit up. And we're also begging the elites, people like you and me, right? Come up with things and proposals that can help the educational system.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm currently writing that book, The New African Classroom. Yeah. After this, I'll take it to them. Okay, I don't just want to complain that you are not doing the right thing or that this is wrong. This is what I'm proposing. With this, things can be, things can work. Things can maybe be better.
Can you give us some snippets, just a bit, please, of the book?
Okay, The New African Classroom. I think we're actually just talking about the concept of the book.
Yeah.
Or what we've been discussing so far.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you hear me say? It's a little portion of that book.
Okay.
Difference between school and education. The history of school and all of that is in the book. What the future African class should look like. All of that. So I think those who have come to this level of, maybe let me say, understanding.
Yeah.
Let them come up with solutions and propose to the policymakers. They are very open to receive.
Yeah.
I'm saying so because I've seen. Most of the times we sit and complain and we do nothing about it. And at the end of the day, things remain the same. But now, this is the one thing. When you, who is competent, refuse to take up responsibility and fit in, and do the right thing, somebody who is incompetent will take it. Right?
Yeah.
Because there's a vacancy.
Yeah.
When you, the competent one, decide to run away instead of taking up responsibility, the incompetent person will take up the responsibility and he will show you shege. He's going to do nonsense and you will be affected by their nonsense.
I totally agree with that point.
So those who actually understand what is going on and can help, let them bring solutions and propose. Remember, you cannot force it into the system. You cannot force it into them.
Yeah.
You will propose. They will go through it. And when they see it with you, they will accept it. Wow. Gradually, the system will change. Wow. Because the government cannot change the system alone. The government will work with families, will work with people who are, people like you and I, who have a different understanding, and they work with, to actually change.
Yeah.
So I think this is what can be done.
Somebody actually reassured me some days ago that it seems like, I don't know, I have no confirmation of that, but it seems like our ministries are very open to ideas like that. It seems like the Ministry of Small, Medium-Sized Enterprises, the Ministry of Youth Affairs, they are really open to ideas like that.
Very open.
That brings me to this particular observation, and it's something you mentioned. It's something my past invitees on this podcast have mentioned. I think I should mention it all over so that we get how bad the problem is. You said those that are competent, if they're not doing, they're not proposing, they're not coming boldly out there to say this is what I think.
Yeah.
The incompetent person
will take up the responsibility.
The person that is present. I mean, if two people are present, one is competent, one is incompetent, in a fair system, the competent person should get the opportunity.
Yeah.
But if the competent person is not present, and the incompetent person is present, it's just logical that the fair thing to do is that the incompetent person takes it because he was present. So it's a big problem because many of us, the youths, I am personally I'm joining your voice to call on those that are out of this bubble, right? To be bold about it. If you think there's a problem, my brother said that there's a problem.
Don't only say it. Don't only say it. Right? Bring the solution.
Come up with solutions. Yes. Talk about it. Let me simplify it. Let me break it down because when you say problem solution, people will not get the point. Make content about it. Record videos about it. Explain your point of view. Give solutions. Try at the level that you are. Because if we don't do it, right, as Dr. Clunes said, if you don't do it, the incompetent ones, the so-called stupid ones, he says so, will go on social media and flood us with dance videos, right? With nudity videos. They'll conquer the social media space. And guess what? That's what our younger ones watch.
Yeah. And, permit me say this. Life is actually, this is one thing I'm telling the people, life is not lived on social media.
Yeah.
Those who really decide how things work in the world, they don't live their lives on social media. Right?
Yeah.
So, when you come up with solutions, go meet them. Go and meet policymakers. You will not see policymakers on social media. Social media is good. It's actually bringing change, but to a lesser degree.
Yeah.
No matter how much you shout on social media, if a policymaker doesn't sit and say something or sign something in his office, nothing is going to change. So if you develop something or you've seen a solution to something, most of the time we complain that maybe this is not happening, but you didn't even try. You did not try to maybe be visible to those who are really, those who really matter in that field, maybe in your environment.
Yeah.
So you're complaining about it. So I'm begging, many people keep saying that maybe politics is bad, leadership is bad, getting into the system is bad and all that. Yeah, if it's bad, you are the good person, right? If it's bad and you are running away from it, the worst ones will get into it. And their decisions, their decisions will show you that because it will not affect them.
Yeah.
They will be okay. They will take wrong decisions that will affect you, and it will not affect affect them.
You say you don't do politics.
You don't do politics in a dirty game. That's what they say, right? That you don't want to be dirty, so you run away from politics. But the politics, those political people are the ones making decisions in the country.
We should join the decision
makers. If you run away from the politics because it's a dirty game, another dirty person will embrace it, get into it. They will
vote the laws.
And they will decide on very dirty things. You will suffer.
Oh, no, it's so sad. It's so sad. What message would you leave for our tutors, our teachers, our professors, dean of studies, owners of schools, founders of universities? What message will you leave to people like the owner of ICT University? What message will you leave to people like the owner of Yaoundé International Business School? What message will you leave for the people that own UCAC and all the rest?
Wow.
What will you tell them?
Before I leave a message, let me put a word cheer for them. They are doing a great job. I'm a big fan of Professor Victor Mbarika. I think while I was still, the time when I was still being trained, maybe taking my courses for United Nations Association Junior Parliament, he was one of the people who would come on Zoom and teach us.
Oh. He did?
He did. He would come and teach us. So I've been a big fan of Professor Victor Mbarika. He set the pace for the younger ones to follow. He understands that there is a problem. And he brings the solution. He just, talk is cheap.
Yeah.
To find people who are not talking, or not just talking, but they are doing the thing, bringing solutions, no matter how hard it is, because it's not easy. No matter how hard it is, because bringing change is a very difficult thing. Sometimes you discover maybe a habit with your life. Yeah. You are trying, let me change this. How hard it can be. Talk less of a system, a country, a continent. It's difficult. So really, it's a big shout out to the teachers or the founders of these schools who are doing great. We are so inspired by their journey. I'm personally so inspired by their journey. My other book has their names on it. This one has their, the other names on it too, but creatives and all that. And these are people we look up to.
Yeah.
These are people giving us, they are opening the road for us to think better. Because my question was, if they could, then why not me? Why should I sit and come?
Actually, these are some of the people that I'm looking to have here, right? I'm looking to have them share their opinion with us.
Yeah.
We know their vision.
Yeah.
We know how they see things. We need to spread it.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
If we can't be at the same level to put as much power, then from the bottom,
let's do
put
what
the
we
energy.
can.
I share your opinion when it comes to Professor Mbadika. Another person that I can say I like the vision, I like the system. I enjoy what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's I don't know the person, right? We have no personal relationship. I don't know the person, but I don't know who has Yaoundé International Business School. But I think they are part of the people too that are doing well.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Actually,
I
think that's my opinion. That's based on the. I've not been there. Maybe, contrary to you, that maybe you must have studied something. But I think from the people that are there, they are trying.
They're doing.
Everything mustn't be perfect. To my opinion, everything must not be perfect. But I think they're trying. I'm not so versed with the French side of it because Cameroon is bilingual. I always like to touch everywhere. If you've noticed, my past invitees have always been French speaking. Yeah. So I need to go around. I need to even find my way to talk pidgin so that those mothers should understand. It's very important. So everybody out there that is trying to change the system, trying to bring practical studies, technology, AI, practical work into what they are doing.
They're the ones building the future.
That's right.
They're the ones building the future.
That's right. Okay. We are going to take this end to leave messages, right, to different people who have left a message for the people that are
doing great already.
Doing great already. What will you tell parents?
Oh Jesus.
Is it that bad?
Okay.
No fear. You're big. They won't beat you.
What I would tell parents?
Yeah.
Okay. It is very important for our parents to know that times have changed. Seasons have changed.
My brother, wait. Shouter.
Okay.
Shouter. Louder.
Shouter. Okay. It's very important for our parents to know that times and seasons have changed. We are no longer in that phase of the economy where they were. During their time, if you had a job, you were the Odogu.
A matricle.
Yeah. You were the king of the people. When you will speak, people will not speak. But today, that's no longer the same thing. There are parents who would be willing to remove millions and get a job for their child.
Yeah.
But they will never support that child, maybe to start something, a business or any creative, whatever. They want the child to, they just want to know that the child has a job.
A matricle.
That name job to them is success. So we need to I think we need to redefine success to our parents.
Yeah.
Success is not going to school, coming out, having a job, buying a house or building a house and getting married. No. According to the times and seasons now, that's no longer success. What helped yesterday that they are now clinging to it, holding to it so tight, is the same that is what is actually holding many of us hostage.
I'm so glad this is not coming from me. I will force my mother to look at this podcast. She must look at it from the beginning to this point to know that I am not the one that said this. Thank God you said it.
Okay.
Right?
I'm taking the responsibility.
This sentence, no, I'm not the one.
Okay.
Because I've said this several times. She doesn't believe me. Mama will not like what I want to say. I'm just going to be exposing her. But I'll just use it for an example because I know most of our parents still believe this, and most of my peers still believe this. I am the stubborn one, and I think my stubbornness has helped me somehow.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you.
I also help you.
See, on the day of this book launch,
yes,
my father stood out.
Yeah.
You know, the family had to speak.
Yeah.
So when he went out, he said he's very proud
Yeah.
You know, among all his children, I was the stubborn one. The one that will not hear 12. The one that he will say, stand here and I'm going over there. But now, he is proud because they gave me hell, right? They gave me hell of a treatment, but I didn't give up. I had a vision they did not have. And today, I'm not just helping me, I'm helping people, and I'm helping not just people, I'm helping thousands of them. Just maybe from even the book alone. Before the other few people that I've employed at my place who are working. So they now see it like, okay, this is a big win.
Yeah.
But still yet, there are people who would come here and say, Marvin, I think you should consider having a job.
Till now, I must say this, right? You stopped me, but I must come back to it. And as I said, my mom will not like it. Till now, my mom still believes that I can still drop all what I was doing to go back and finish my education and get at least a matric. You know, I don't know if we've ever spoken about my journey. You know, I dropped med school in level 4. I was doing fine. I was good, right? It was never hard to pass. If I got to level 4, even though the passion was not even there, it's because I was doing well. I was intelligent. I passed the concours like it was nothing. I didn't even want it, but I still passed the concours. What I even wanted was to study engineering. But in Cameroon, you know, you have to write many concours and so increase your chances. I mean, we're playing dice with our future. We're really playing dice like it's trying to see with our future. So where dice hits you, you just follow, right? But there's something I will not regret. I like the respect I had at that moment, right? I was, they will not send me to buy things. I was respected. But then she still believes that at this point, with all what I've done, my brother, that's how hard they believe in that. With all what I've done, with the I don't know, but I mean, I myself, I don't even know how much I've done. I just perceive that from people, right? Right now, I have little businesses, right? We are somewhere.
Yeah.
My efforts with all my collaborators, all those that supported this journey has brought us to. We are employing over 25 youths.
Good.
25 youths. Good. I have a restaurant. I have 1 or 2 things going on with my different partner. Obviously, I'm not doing it alone.
Yes.
I use this opportunity to give a lot of shout out to my partners, those that support, those that push this journey. She did things and she'll be more reassured if I stop this, went to school, got my doctorate degree in medicine and had a matric. Believe me, even after 7 years, your matric is not even assured for you. Okay, let's even assume that it was directly that you have the matric. For what? For how much? What can I change? What can I do with that? Do you think I don't use doctor. People say I always like to dish doctors a lot. Is it because I left it? And let's not use it, right? Let's use engineer. Let's use engineer this. A basic engineer should be receiving a salary of, from where if you're integrated into the government, you might be making on a good month, right? Let me just say, okay, let me not exaggerate. Let me just give you 300,000 per month, which we know that many of them will not attain that figure. Yeah. Let me even give you 300,000. My brother, I'll help them. Let me give you 400,000 per month. Go do if you're an engineer, right? Go and take your book, jot that down, and calculate. Tell me how long it will take you to buy a Benz. Like a lot of people like buying Benz. Tell me how long it will take you to build a decent house. Yeah. I've given you 400,000. We all know how much, how to go to before you get 400,000 salary. Which means before you be able to do something, you must be creative. You must create, because if you have to receive the little you're receiving, it's never going to work. And it's so sad that most of our parents deeply believe in this ideology. Mommy, as I always say, I'm not the one that said it. Things have changed. In Magical, it will no more assure my life. And as a young person, I think we should, if a parent thinks I'm encouraging their child to be stubborn, yes, I am. Because I think, in as much as we have made mistakes, we have done things that we will never want to do, but it has taught us a lot. And I don't regret, right? For everybody hearing me, I don't regret anything that ever happened. Wherever I've ever made a mistake, because it taught me a hell, a lot of lessons that I can't stand with my mates to compare.
Not at all.
So I think that we should embrace the fact that we have evolved. We have gone far that age where a job, a magical, when you don't get small work, so as soon as you start earning 150,000,
Respect.
they start asking you, okay, so bring us a girl there you have not yet found. It's sad. Like, is that how
it's even bad because now like this, even if you've not even had the work,
they propose to
they
you?
are looking. I even find woman, all that.
Yeah.
So I feel like it is no longer. It's not just about. It is now like it's a mindset. It is a mindset that for us to deal away with it is going to take time. Right? It's going to take time before people come out of that notion that success is white collar job. Or success is guarantee of a job.
A job.
Many people still believe like that if you don't have a job, you are not successful. Your life is not guaranteed, secured. Because they choose to have the security and remain there, comfortable.
Yeah.
So that's comfort for me, though. They choose to have the comfort. But real growth, real transformation takes place in discomfort.
And we explore.
Yes. It takes place in
Even the Bible said, go and conquer. Why will you be contented with what you have?
You don't even have it. It's what somebody is giving you from what he has.
Yeah.
Because that person respected his spiritual principle. I love the Bible. He said, God said, when he created man, what did he say? Be fruitful, multiply, replenish, subdue, right?
Yeah.
4 principles of business. I don't think that had anything to do with childbearing. That be fruitful. I don't think it had anything to do with childbearing. It was about you becoming, your fruit is inside, the fruit of anything is inside the seed of it. Before you can become fruitful, there is always a seed of something in you.
Yeah.
You have that idea, which is the seed. That seed idea in you, right? When you actually work on it and actualize it, that's the fruit of it. The restaurant you have now is actually a fruit of a seed that was in you. That was an idea you had. You actually produce the fruit.
Yeah.
Now, you are going to multiply it in some months to come or some years to come. You not only have one. You're going to multiply it. Make sure it is in different parts of maybe the country or different part of the world. Then, when you do that, you keep doing it all over and over and over.
Yeah.
And before you know it, you're dominating in that field. You're subduing. That is when God's vision for mankind or for you actualizes. So when people feel that those who take responsibility or those who respect, I believe that those who really respect God and do what He says, they are the ones who are even helping the people that our parents think are owning it.
It's sad.
So parents, leave us.
It's so sad how small some of our parents perceive success.
Yeah.
It's
not up to anything, bro.
It's
That's
so
too
tiny.
much.
How is that going to? Okay.
And again, wait, let me say something.
How is that going to change my situation?
Let me say something.
Yeah.
Parents, please, not every successful young man, not every successful young girl is a scammer.
I knew it.
Not every successful young girl is a prostitute. Again, like I said, our times have changed. Right now with this, with the digitalization of things, with AI, with creativity, resourcefulness, you can achieve a lot in just a short period of time. With content creation, you can achieve a lot. Becoming, giving value, you can achieve a lot. Not every young boy who is succeeding is a scammer, and not every young girl who is succeeding is a prostitute. Our parents did not want us to be to become used to with money.
Yeah.
They say, fine make picking they used to with money. But that's a very bad mindset. Right?
So bad.
When you build your children on the importance of money, on how to keep money, how to make money, how to manage it, how to grow it, that child is going to forever grow in it. And you train your child with it. The Bible is clear. Train up a child in the way he should go. And when whatever is old, he will not depart. If you train that child on how to make money, how to manage money, how to grow it, he will never depart. He will learn and grow it.
As we speak, some things are really very interesting and make me discover more how complicated, how bad the system is, how
family,
bad our parents and our elders haven't understood. Okay, you just mentioned the verse, right? I knew this verse when I was young. We used to sing it, right? My Bible, my verse.
Yeah.
Train up a child in the way he should grow. Yeah. And when he is old,
he will not
depart from it. I could sing this, right?
Yes.
We could say it. There were songs, youth conference. There were songs. Train up in it. It was so interesting. But we're just singing. Let's look at it deeper. Okay, train up a child in the way he should grow. And when he's old, he will not depart from it. When you're young, they don't train you how to manage money.
How to even make it.
When you're young, they don't show you the real steps to be successful, to be they will not say, boy, come. To be this person, you need to. They instead make you feel like that person, avoid him.
Avoid him. Something they will
man. There's one man in my village that everybody have grown knowing that man is Minyongo man. Now in my growth, I've realized, that man is a big contractor that I've invested so much. He doesn't even...
even sleep like that.
He doesn't sleep. Okay, people say he doesn't sleep, but for different reasons, right? And when you're young, they don't teach you how to manage businesses. Yeah. They don't teach you how to start up a successful business.
Yeah.
They don't teach you how to even say, okay, if you think you ever write books, this is how you should go about it. This is how you should document your ideas bit by bit. If you love sports, do not explore that opportunity. How do you want the child to grow up in it? It's not the Bible that I've said that teach a child, train up a child in the way he should grow. So that when he's old, he should not forget it. So why should you not want the child to learn those things? We have made children understand that money should be meat. Money is one
very hard thing.
It even goes down to even meat. At some point, you're not supposed to eat some kind of quantity of meat.
Good.
Egg, you eat too much, and you're a thief. You're a thief.
You chop food fast.
You cannot be eating big meat, so you'll be thief. How should a child not grow with a bad mentality? Right?
The problem is really long. It's a big problem, and it goes as far as
it seems like parents need a new edition. I mean, a podcast edition for them. But anyway,
one of the things I'm very proud of, and I'm very happy we are doing, is that we are having a book tour. And with this book tour, we want to target even churches. Yeah. We're going to move it from church to church. Because in church, we are going to see parents.
Yeah.
African parents, you want to see them go to church. When you meet them in church and then you teach them, you tell them, this is the reality now. I believe maybe they were here.
I'm very sure. I think they were here. Why? Because someone's starting to perceive it because the reality is actually catching us. We can't even... Back 10 years ago, we could, right? We could pretend there's no problem. Now we know there's a problem because those same children that follow their path are nowhere to be found.
They're with them in the houses.
Exactly. So I think it's evident that there's a problem.
Very.
And the stubborn ones are the ones
succeeding,
doing well.
Yeah.
So it's obvious. We have no choice than to listen because whether we accept it or not, reality is going to catch us.
Yeah, that's it.
Reality is going to.
We can't run away from reality.
People are exploring Mars. Some people are done exploring the Earth. They want to explore Mars. But some people don't want us to go out of the house to fear that a car is going to hit us. So I'm so proud of this session. I don't know if there's any other thing you would like to add. If there's nothing.
We've had a long time discussing. This has been a very impactful chat. And if there is one thing I would love to just say briefly is every young person pursue education, but run away from schooling.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's very short, clear and clean. Where can we get copies of this book?
Okay, Creativity is Currency. You can get copies of this book in Bamenda at Humility Visual House at T Junction.
Yes.
In Bambili, Live Word Global Mission Church, Bambili, opposite Unix building. You can get it in Yaoundé at Etugebe Baptist Hospital.
Yeah.
You can get it in Limbe at mile 14. These are the 3 towns we have this book available for now.
Yeah.
So, and as well, you can get to me and get your own copy.
Can drop the contact.
My contact 653-286398. You can contact me, get a copy of the book Creativity is Currency, and then also have a follow-up of what we are doing.
Thank you so much for coming. I'm sure that we are going to have a second session, a third session, and as many sessions as possible for our educators, our parents, our government, and our peers to understand that there's a problem, right?
Yeah.
This session will definitely not solve the problem, but at least it should open our mind to know that there is a problem. And if we know that there's a problem and we join together, we can have a solution.
Collectively.
Thanks for listening. Have a nice day.